And good morning, welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. We are going to be discussing matters of the political happenings of the week. To join me in doing that is Dr. David MATSANGA-PAN African Forum Chairman. Welcome, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, viewers. This is Dr. David Matsanga. Today I'm wearing two hats, the Legacy Trend Limited and the Pan-African Forum Limited. The Legacy Trend has compiled all the details of the legacy, the happenings, the good roads, the infrastructure, the hospitals, the food security, the mining, the industries we are the people. Yeah, and we have been at the forefront to make sure that we document everything that His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta has done in the Republic of Kenya as we come to the end of the tenure of office. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, wherever you are. I'm ready to go.
Right. So, Dr. by the way, this morning, though, we had some sad news. MP for Rabai, the Honorable William Kamoti, lost his life in a road accident on the Mombasa-Malindi Road. Maybe we can just start with saying pole to the family, Dr.
I pay my condolences to the families of those that have lost, and many others who have lost their loved ones in Kinungu. You know Kinungu up there? There was a very terrible accident this morning, isn't it? Another terrible accident there. Was it the one where he lost his life, or his life was lost in Malindi, Mombasa Road? But there were other accidents this morning. I have said and time again, that's why I no longer, I always drive towards Malaba and towards Busia and towards Kitale, Bungoma, and Torrent, because I have some transport businesses that used to come from there until the Rwanda border closed. But let me tell you, that area between Kanungu and going down, or you are coming up, people don't know how to use the road. You find a man who is coming from up in a lane where you are. So the government should do something, either break this other wall to make cars coming from this side to go one way only. Because the amount of deaths that are going to occur on that road and the killings that take place in Kenya is because of bad driving. I have told you that if I were a minister of transport in Kenya, the first thing that I would do is to cancel everybody's driving license, including yours.
I hear you.
I will begin with, yes, I will begin with your license.
What license?
Your driving license.
Yes, yes.
I will begin with it. I cancel it, and I take you back to school first.
Ah, I hear you. I hear you. We really need to do some work on the road carnage. Now let me ask you, Dr. because it's a political season and we have to politics.
Not only road safety, the question of road safety, the question of safety, fire safety, safety in buildings, safety on roads. These things are not there in Kenya, my brother. You find people have erected buildings, kiosks in the exits. Go to all buildings in Nairobi City. That's why I don't go there. You can't invite me in one of those buildings, high-rise buildings in Kenya. As fire comes, people have erected permanent kiosks in the exit. And the kiosk is there selling, man. They are selling. And the city, the county commission, county officials are watching. If the fire works, if you go to the buildings today, of every building in this town, ask them, when did they check their fire extinguisher? I am telling you, some of those fire extinguishers don't have the liquid.
It's true. Some of them don't have. It's definitely something that...
I am sure the chairman I'm sure the chairman where you are is a very, very decent man. He has checked his fire extinguishers.
Yeah, this building. This is why you need to be coming here and
Yes,
operating.
I would be coming when now the official campaign has started. I will be coming. I will be coming to your studios.
Official campaigns. That was also, IBC has announced official campaigns have started. We are running all the way to August 6th. I think those people who have been campaigning, what can we say? Have they been campaigning illegally up to this point? Or outside the law?
Yes, they have been campaigning outside the law. And today, if I see any citizen of Kenya should watch Ruto's house. If Ruto takes people there to eat mchere in that house, to eat rice and pork, and rice, chicken, and other things in that house, the government, you tell your government, petition the court to close the house.
But how do we separate that? Yes. Daktari, let me point out something to you.
Can I tell you that don't interrupt me. Let me tell you, I'm the one who caused this trouble yesterday. I wrote a statement. You have seen my statement somewhere, which has been picked by newspapers. I said, when people did the Constitution of Republic of Kenya, they did not envisage that a deputy president one day could come and declare ambitions of becoming a president. They left that open, a lacuna in your constitution. You did not think about that. That's why I and Ekuro Court is a lawyer on paper on nothing, is nothing, no lawyer at all. He should have seen that to cushion that in case Article 81, which is the article, which is very clear here, when a president, a deputy president leaves, they should have said, in case the deputy president, they should have included in this constitution, in Article 150, from 150, removal of deputy president, vacancy of the deputy president, 150, 152, all those, they should have added another article that in case the deputy president has an ambition to become a president, the following things should be done. It is not here. So you
cannot bring rules that are not anchored in law.
Listen. Now, if it is not law, which you now agree, I'm taking you on a very slippery route to do, so I might lock you up there. If it is not so,
let's see where you lock us up there.
I'll lock you there. If it is not so, you did not envisage it, then how will you determine that the car that is on the road is not a government car? You can remove the numbers and nobody will know. How will you determine that whatever allowances with effect from yesterday, Ruto should not draw any...
Daktari.
Sorry, wait, I am talking.
Yeah, but okay, fine, finish.
From yesterday, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, you people from Tarubo like me to address him that way. His Excellency Dr. Yeah, His Excellency Dr.
But that's his
William
name. Those are his official titles.
Ruto. Please don't interrupt me. I am addressing him with full colors.
You're railing this morning. But go ahead.
His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, for him to show the younger people and the hustlers integrity, should resign as soon as he hands in his nomination papers and allow the president to appoint an interim person who will help him in the swearing-in, handing over ceremony. If he wins the election, he can come back. But he should not be anywhere because he will disadvantage. This is the route I was taking you there. He will disadvantage Wachikoya. He will disadvantage other contenders, Wanjiki. He will disadvantage Raila Odinga. He will disadvantage. He will be using state machinery to go on the campaign. And Mr. Okia Mutata is watching. Kenyans will spend 40 billion shillings wasted in one stroke of a pen. The Supreme Court will nullify that election. If he uses allowances that are meant,
Daktari, this is where we have a problem.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, but you have been talking for, you know, it's a dialogue. Look, Daktari,
okay.
Yes. One of the things Kenyans have been watching is re-elections. We saw Kibaki get re-elected. We saw Uhuru Kenyatta get re-elected. And both of them were re-elected when they were in office. And when they went for campaign, they went to the official vehicles. You know, they called people to State House to also visit them. So why would it change now for Dr. Ruto?
Can you tell me
what would be different?
Can you tell me whom Kibaki was deputizing before he declared his candidature?
Who he was?
Deputizing.
No one, but you see, he's the president, and that is still our money. It's still taxpayers' money.
I am a lawyer, and I'm asking you questions as a lawyer.
He wasn't a deputy.
You answer or yes. He didn't deputize. Yes. Can you tell me whom Kenyatta was deputizing before he went to elections?
No one. Does it make it better?
Can you tell me whom Raila Odinga in 2007 was deputizing before he went to elections?
No one.
Nobody. This is the first time in the history of Kenya that a deputy president in a current 10-year term has risen up and said, I am going for elections as a president. So I am simply saying, I'm not condemning Ruto. I'm not condemning anybody. I'm simply saying, for Ruto's integrity and for integrity, personal integrity, that you are earning a salary, an allowance when you are a ghost worker, and you are using this allowance to give people handouts, allowances, microphones. The microphones that Ruto is using on the top of the cars are for the presidency. So those microphones should be returned. I am telling you, Ruto should be given the same security. Of course, he still holds the deputy president's tag, but as far as the Presidential Electoral Act, he must be given the same security like a Raila, like a Wachikoya, like a Wanjiki, like everybody. So that nobody goes to court again, my dear brother Kones, my dear beloved son Kones. Nobody goes to court and says Ruto was given priority than us. This election was rigged. If you don't want to listen to me, whether you are in Kericho, Nandi, Kapsabet, Kapukaren, that place near your house, there in Kitarbo, Kaburengo, Sungoi, if you are not listening to me in Nakuru, in Kabaranet, listen to me in Kapedo, in Tukana. That is where we have a lacuna in the law. So for a good man who has a good heart for Kenyans, and he has made his party his party is one of the parties that is going to fight for elections. Step aside. Just tell people on 4th of that day on Saturday and say, Your Excellencies, thank you very much for having given me time as a deputy president. Today I'm going out towards Jerusalem on my own. and I've resigned from this part, from being a deputy president, to avoid conflict of interest in my job and my election, to avoid making my party's candidature nullified. I want to remain the president flag bearer of UDA. So help me God. Thank you very much, Kenyans. Thank you for having helped me to be a deputy president. And thank you, Kenyatta, for having helped me to be a deputy president for how many years? 9 years, of which I benefited. I was a chicken seller.
We have many things to discuss.
I'm a mansion owner.
I get that point and I get that concern. We have a lot of things to discuss, so we need to rush a bit. The IBC is clearing candidates for the presidency this week. I've seen that Dr. Ruto will be presenting on Saturday. The Right Honorable Raila Odinga will be presenting on Sunday, June 5th. And there are people presenting even today. Some are presented yesterday. Of course, there are some complaints here and there. I saw Mwangi Wairia making a complaint last night concerning his presentation, the fact that he's not on the ballot. And it looks like right now the rubber is meeting the road. Remember, we had almost 40-something contestants. I think there were 45, 44. And now, when it's coming to the issues of submission of papers, imekuwa kizungumkuti. Watu wameanza kuona moto. We are reducing them day by day. Tell me, what do you think about this IBC, you know, what the IBC is currently doing as far as presidential containers are concerned? And how many do you think we will remain with by the time we finish this exercise? Daktari.
How many will remain by the time to finish this exercise? The fewer, the better. The fewer they remain, the better for Kenya and better for the electorate. Because I don't know. I am one of the few people who is very worried about all this. How
let people vie.
Let them vie, because you know, we have allowed everybody. Let me tell you, my brother. Why are you wasting giving the taxpayers money to screen these guys? We have already accepted. Dr. MATSANGA has said 40% of the people who are vying are wash. They are criminals. What is the use of wasting little taxpayers' money to screen and wait? 2, you waste all that money, electricity, what, the servers, doing what, screening people who have already been allowed to come by law. The DPP said let all of them go ahead, because the constitution, the law is very clear that it says until you are proven guilty is when you are stopped. So that it is a hard place. Everybody has come in. Everybody, you know, you are wasting even the little money for Kenyans instead of looking for wheat. Let's use this money of the election to buy wheat. There is no election here, because the election here, let me tell you, I think you are going to ask me the obstacles of IEBC. One of them is that they are not able to make a decision. They are changing goalposts. They are giving preferences. Look at the way they have given preferences to Kalonzo. Tomorrow, this day, that day. They have changed the goalposts without going to court, without the judges, without the court saying change. Someone will go to court and get them. So what is the use of screening this afternoon and this week? You are screening who? We have already been told by the minister in charge of security that everybody, 40%, he has got the data, that 40% of the candidates in Kenya are criminals, including some people who died in 2005 and they have resurrected in 2022. We have several Jesus miracle style here. Some of them are supposed to have died, but they are on the ballot. So if you say you are screening what? You are going to screen people already whom we know. Will you find any fault with Ruto? Will you find any fault with Ruto? Will you find any fault? Well, no. Will you find Ruto got his papers? He got his degree. he got every PhD, he got every, but when it comes to integrity, you can't find Ruto wrong because he registered these companies in the names of other people. So when you talk and say, you point a finger at Ruto, Ruto has registered the names, the companies, the land. That land in Taita Taveta is in the names of a man I know who is calling me every time that please don't mention my name. I am an investigative journalist. I am an investigative. Please, I was on this earth before you. And you don't deny me information as an investigative journalist. I can tell you the telephone number and the name of the man. Unfortunately, he hasn't given me permission to name him on national television. Have you heard?
So you're saying you don't expect, of course, everyone, but then there are people who are not making the cut. And one of the reasons why they're not making the cut is the inability to raise 2 million signatures. The signatures from every county. 2,000, sorry, per county. Yes.
Yes. What is difficult with paying? What is difficult with paying money to raise those signatures?
Sorry?
There is corruption here. What is difficult with paying money to get those signatures?
Sorry, I was not able to hear you. There's a bit of noise in my background. Yeah?
It is very easy. It is very easy to get those signatures. So don't expect any big miracle happening. The signatures will be raised. You will not find Ruto. You will not disqualify Ruto. You will not disqualify Raila. You will only disqualify Juma. This man, Juma Freedom Party. You will disqualify Karui. You will disqualify these small ones. But Raila, you won't disqualify. You won't disqualify because Raila has no problem at all. He has not hidden his asset.
10 minutes to go. I don't know whether you watched the prayer breakfast.
Yes.
I'm sure you did.
I was watching. Yes.
Did you watch Dr. William Ruto asking for forgiveness, saying if he has wronged anyone, he's sorry? And that he has forgiven those who have wronged him?
Why doesn't he also address me in that forgiveness note?
He cannot call you by name. He said generally.
Better. You know, he addressed you Kenyans, but he did not address me, a Ugandan.
I don't have to make this one about you.
No.
I don't have to make it about you. I'm asking about him generally saying that.
Yes, you have touched a wrong note. Let me not go there. But let him address me also.
About you. This is what I want to make about the fact that he said that to his boss.
But this is my only chance. I get time also to make my case.
You can't make your case. Okay. As an individual.
Okay.
You could still have.
Let's leave the individual one.
Yeah. Did you see him say that to his boss and say to his boss, where I may have failed you?
And immediately he left that platform. What did he do? Immediately he left there. He was on a plane into Mombasa. What did he tell the boss?
That he was campaigning. That is what is called political talk.
Which is very dangerous.
He just was campaigning. He just said,
my son, don't become a Pharisee. Don't become a Pharisee. Ruto is Zacchaeus of the Bible. Ruto came to say, I apologize to all of you Kenyans if I've wronged you and those also who have wronged me. You don't do that. You don't say, and even those who have wronged me. That is proud, that's ego. You just say, I apologize for those I've wronged. Let those who have wronged you also come and say, I apologize. That's what the doctrine is. The second thing that Ruto has done, Ruto started going to churches. He broke our churches. He confused our churches in this country. The churches in Kenya cannot have morality. They don't have morals to stand to criticize a situation like the church of Bishop Muge, like the church of Provost.
Sorry, Daktari.
To who? Sorry can be sorry sarcastically. That's not a
You
serious
don't buy
story.
it. I don't think you'll ever buy it even if it comes.
No,
Yeah?
I would never. I went to this man's hotel in the Sheraton, in The Hague. They were seated on a table with the wife for 6 hours. Ask Ruto what I told him. I lost my job. I lost everything in defending this guy. His wife is my wit. He was there. Kegani was there. Joshua Sanga is listening to me. Wasn't he there? In that hotel. What did I tell them? I did my best to defend this guy. But the guy has never come to say thank you.
You're doing it for Kenyans.
He has never come to say thank you. The man has done so many things to his friends. He backbites his friends. Then he comes on national television to say thank you. Thank you when you have already damaged me. I have been damaged. Does he like me? He doesn't like me. He has damaged me. I stood for him. Has he ever stood for me? Has he ever called me to have tea with him? I don't want his money. But just to say thank you very much, Dr. Matsanga. And then you go around with a Bible that you are preaching Bible. You and the wife, you are the most
that one we don't know what happened personally between
you. Don't know, but you ask them. I am asking them. Let them come on this TV.
We don't know, but what we can
and
know.
I produce. Boss,
yes.
If you say that, I will produce the clip. You know how mad I am. Can I go and produce the clip now? I can produce it. I'm not a small boy you can pray about here in the streets of Nairobi.
No one said that. All I just said is we don't know the details. So
please, it hurts me so much that Ruto comes to say, I forgive you, forgive me. Then immediately he goes in the plane, goes to destroy Uhuru Kenyatta's name at the coast. What forgiveness is that? I'm asking you. I say forgive you. Uhuru Kenyatta has done roads in this country. Uhuru Kenyatta has done a road up to Chebukube, your house. There is tarmac. Yesterday or 2 days ago, you were in Chebukube. Didn't you drive on tarmac?
I drove on tarmac.
No, why are you shy of saying the truth? Since 1960, the Chebukube time when we used to sell coffee around there. You don't forget I'm next neighbor across. We had no tarmac in Kenya. And the Uhuru Kenyatta has sent tarmac there. The legacy of Uhuru Kenyatta, which I'm wearing here, has sent tarmac up to Chebukube. Tell me that he has done zero. Then you say, forgive me, then you go and insult him. What is the use? You went and divided Uhuru Kenyatta's home. You went to the backyard. Have you ever seen Uhuru Kenyatta dividing unit turbo with your mom?
Yeah,
has Uhuru Kenyatta ever come to, no. Has Uhuru Kenyatta ever come to Eldoret? Yes. Yes.
What can you tell us?
It doesn't matter. You can bring in a new link because you cheated my time. But it's okay.
We'll get you're using your time to campaign for a new link.
No.
You've eaten 1 minute campaigning for the
I will just tell you frankly that the people of Kenya, with these elections, be careful about the Electoral Commission. It is making so many errors that this election could be nullified by the errors that it is making, illegalities that is doing right now. The second point I want to make is please avoid violence. Avoid using tactics that can cause violence and intimidate others. Let people feel free to vote the people they like. The last point that I want to make is the only man you are safe, whose hands you are safe, is Raila Amolo Odinga. He is safer than William Samoei Ruto, because Samoei Ruto will sell everything that this country has.
The people will make a choice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, the people will make a choice, but I am also telling people to make a choice.
Yeah.
Why do you, what is campaigning period? We have to campaign for some people who are not on the platform, isn't it? Bring somebody who, bring some.
And the people of Tarbo, again, they said hi. And they told me to remind you about the party.
Yes, about the Tamaka to Chebukube. Thank you very much.
The party on the 10th, they're having a party to celebrate their win, and they've invited
Nairobi, yes, they can invite me. I will go there. Chebukube is my home.
No, the people of Tarbo, these ones, are the ones who have invited you now.
No, the Tarbo people, you invite me, I have to come with bulletproof.
They're very peaceful people. There's no problem. There's no problem there.
No. If my car stops around Tarbo, I will be in chaos.
No, you will not. You will not.
I will have to cry. I will have to cry to your mom, who knows me as a brother. That's all.
We're out of time, but we'll end it there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You have a wonderful, wonderful day, Daktari, and thank you so much for tuning in. That's 59 minutes for today. Dr. David MATSANGA-PAN, African Forum Chairman. Stay tuned for Leah coming up with Ilosu. Have a lovely, lovely day, and see you tomorrow, God willing.